Hey everybody, it's Connie with the Artisan Company and welcome back to my channel. Today, I have no idea what we're going to work on. There's so many options, so little time. So let's go get started. All right, guys, we're going to get started on this project. This is just going to be a fun, quick project that you can do with any kind of stone. But I'm going to tell you what I've got, and you can try to match it or use a completely different stone. All right, first thing, these are all agate stones, and they're just random sizes and colors. And so I'm going to mix with it some of this beautiful bronze and this beautiful green. So the bronze and the green beads here on this side are a 6.0. On these two, they are 6.0. This particular bead cap right here is a 6mm. I'll get it out in a minute. 6mm. This bead cap right here is a 7mm. This piece of wood, this is a wood bead, and I measured it earlier, but I can't remember right now, so let me put it on here. It is that's it, 12 by 10. It's a 12 this way and 10 this way, large hole. So there you go with that. Okay, and then these are random, anywhere from these smaller ones right here at the top are going to be about a 12mm long this way by maybe 6 this way. And then this one down here on the bottom is pretty much maybe a 25 across millimeter. It's rather long, but they're not all exact the same shape. So I loved that about these when I got them. And I thought it's just going to make such a beautiful organic look. So that's what I'm using. Obviously, I haven't picked up my clasp yet, but you know you're going to have one. So just decide what kind you want and make sure that you get your crimps and your crimp covers. And then we're going to use a AccuFlex or a Soft Flex beading wire in medium, 49 strand. So you can get this pretty much anywhere, any of the craft stores, Fire Mountain, just probably find it on Amazon, or Soft Flex. Soft Flex looks like this one. So they both do the same job, and I'm sure there's other ones out there as well. So, okay. Now that we know where we're going on this, we'll get started. Alrighty, we are going to work on the bottom part first, is where I'm going. I'm going to move this up just a little bit so you can see a little better. Let me do that right there, maybe. Okay. So I've got my beading wire, and I'm going to start in the middle first. This is such a simple project. You can do this with your eyes closed, people. It's, it's not always, to me, it's not always how difficult the project is, but it's how you strategically place the beads, if that makes sense, to bring out the beauty of whatever it is you're working with. So I'm going to strategically place some things. Okay, so I'm going to start on this side and work here on this bottom. I'm going to start with one of the bronze bead caps. Then I'm going to put on a copper bead cap. Then the piece of wood, like that. Then I'm going to put on another copper bead cap and a bronze. All right, and you're going, now why in the world are you doing that? Because what I want here is just an itty bitty sliver of light. I don't want too much of the copper showing, but just enough to let in just an nth degree of light. And so with the copper on the inside flanked with one of the bronze beads, it covers some of the copper look, but it lets through just enough light. So that's why we're doing that. All right. Then we are going to go with one of the green beads. A bronze bead, another green bead, and then we are back to the bead cap configuration. So you're going to be doing the bronze, the copper, then you're going to put on your stone. These stones are fab, people, fab. Agates are fantastic because they can be dyed any color pretty much under the sun, and even the natural colors of agates are just stunning. All right, there we are with that. Then we will do a green, a bronze, a green, and then we're back to the bead cap configuration again. So bronze, copper, your piece of wood, and then reverse it, copper, bronze. Get my finger in there. All right, and then you're going to go into the green, bronze, green. These beads right here are so beautiful. I found these when I was in Montana. Believe it or not, I was in Big Sky and there was a shop there, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. Golly, Bill. What was the name of that shop? Uh, Big Sky Trading Post or something like that. I just can't quite remember. But anyway, I was in there and they happened to have these green beads and I fell in love with them. I thought they are going home with me today. And I have used them in many, many projects. And back to the green again, right here. Then we're back to our bead cap configuration. Almost got this middle section done here. And we'll look at it a little closer and make sure I didn't reverse anything. That is one thing that I do for sure. I don't care how simple or how difficult the piece is. I am always going to go through and make sure that I did not make a mistake because it's so easy to do. And, you know, especially if you're working with somebody and you're talking like I'm yik-yakking right now, it's so easy to do, miss a bead, and then everything's off kilter from there on out. So it's okay to check your work. I think it's a good thing. It keeps you from having to undo things. Wow, this is going to be beautiful. Simple, simple, elegant. Nothing difficult about this at all. Back to my green, my bronze, my green. We're at the tail of this centerpiece. I do stack bead caps every now and then just because you can get such different effects with that. And depending on the size you're stacking too, will depend on how much more light is being let in or not. Okay, let me center this up just a little bit and we'll look at it real close and then we'll move on. All right. Oh, wow. Look how beautiful this is turning out. Oh, my goodness. Just bringing that green on down. Like I said, it is not a difficult design. Very simple, but just fun. So let's get ready to do the second part. Here we go on the next section. I went ahead and did this side for time's sake, but I'm going to show you here what we're doing. Here's the bottom section we just did right here. So we're going to pick up with this piece of agate, and I've got 3 green, the stone, and then I alternated the colors here, another stone. And because this is the only beautiful bright rose color that I have in here, I decided to just do solid green on each side of it. And then I stacked the bead caps. So I wanted just a little tiny bit of light around that particular stone. And then I've got 3, a stone, and then alternating a stone and alternating in the stone. All right, so there's where we're going. And like I said, you can use any beads you want to use on this. You don't have to have these particular beads, or you don't even have to have agate. You can do whatever you would like with this. Um, so just use your imagination. You can. Your imagination is the best tool that you have. So be happy to use it. It's kind of how I look at that. I'm going to kind of go as quickly as I can without making mistakes. And then I've got a green, a bronze. Let me get my hands back a little closer in the camera. A green, another bronze bead cap. And these are a flower bead cap. They have kind of a flower design to them. I kind of like them because they give a little air in there. They're not quite as solid like these. All right, we're getting ready to come up to our rose piece. So we're doing 3 green. And then remember, we're going to stack the bead caps because we want just a little bit of an accent on that stone. Come on, get in there. I may have to ream this one. Nope, there it went. Yay. And then we got another copper, another bronze, 3 green, and then we're going to finish this out with the alternating colors. Hope you all had a great 4th of July. We did. We had friends over. We cooked out, and we watched The Patriot. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic movie. If you love historical dramas, it's a great one to watch. If you don't like historical dramas and you don't like to see war movies, then that probably wouldn't be for you. But it's about the founding of the country here, part of the struggles of being birthing a new nation. So it was fantastic. All right, we're down to this bottom one here. Let me scoop this down just a little bit. And I've got an alternating color. There's that. Bronze bead cap. Last stone on there like that. And the bead cap. All right. And then I will go back, check your work, make sure you didn't leave off bead caps or put them on the wrong way or put the wrong color in the wrong place. Wow, beautiful right there in that center. Checking, everything looks good. All right, we're going to finish off this top next and put on the clasp. We are at the end of this necklace, and I'm so excited. This is such a fun, easy project that you guys can do with just random stones that you may even have just left over from other things. Easy peasy. This is just one of those easy things, but fun. Okay. So what I've done is I went ahead and did this side and beaded this for time's sake. And I've decided to go ahead and finish with the green up here. I think it will add some color, and it'll be soft around the neck. So I've got 30 seed beads right in here in this section. And then I added 2 finishing beads, and these are about a 6 or 7 millimeter finishing beads. You can add any finishing size bead you want. Just kind of keep in mind the size of the stones around it or the beads around it when you're finishing. But anyway, I chose a lobster claw clasp here in an antique copper because I thought it pulled in, these stone colors in here. Okay, we're going to finish this. This side is done. So I went ahead and beaded this. I shook it a little bit to make sure that I don't have anything gaps in there anywhere, but you want it to be able to turn. You don't want it so tight that it buckles, remember. Okay, back down here. All right, I'm going to add the finishing bead on here. Let me get my eyes. Then you put the crimp on, the clasp, run the wire back through the crimp. Should look like that. Then you want to pull this down like so, but make sure that you leave room here. Remember, this little guy's got to breathe. Remember, that's what I always say, give him room to breathe. You don't want to choke him. All right, but you want your crimp as close to the finishing bead as you can get. And this is a tube crimp, so you're going to take your crimping tool like this, and remember, you mash it and then you fold it in half. I'm going to crimp it real quick, and then I'm going to come back and fold it using the top part of the tool. It should look like that when you're done. Okay. Then I'm going to take a little bit of this and run it back through. These are larger hole beads, so this will be a piece of cake on this one. And you can run it down as far as you want. Just remember to don't clip it up next to, oh, he got tangled in there. All right. So in other words, you don't want to clip it. You don't want to clip it right here. That's not where you want. You want to try to work it back through at least this much if you can. Further if you're able to. I'm going to go a little bit further on this one simply because I can. And these beads the holes are so easy to do. All right, that's good enough. I'm going to pull him out down here at the bottom. I'll take a flush cutter and clip it as close to that last bead as I can. Right. Then the last thing we will do is put our little crimp cover on to make it finished. Our little Pac-Man looking dude. Put it on there. Push it in. Make sure the crimp pushes into the crimp cover. All right, this one's trying to be a little cantankerous. Get down in there. There he goes. Okay. And I'm going to gently close him up. Don't close him up too fast or too hard. You don't want to damage your crimp or your wire. And then you want to make sure you don't have any rough edges sticking out. Turn. This little guy's not wanting to turn. Yeah, there it is. Sometimes I can't see it for the light, glare of the light. But then run your finger across it. Make sure you don't have any rough edges on it, and everything's closed up evenly and nice and beautifully. All right. We are done with this little project today. agate stone and seed bead necklace. Got to love this. Look at this, how beautiful. Oh my goodness, guys. Look how beautiful all of these stones are and the color. Oh my. Yes, yes, yes. If you got any inspiration today to do something on your own and jump out there with some stones you might have in your boxes, yes, please feel free to like and subscribe, comment. If you want to send me pictures of what you're doing so we can kind of cheer you on, I have a website for you to, an email for you to send those. And we will see you guys on the next project. Bye.